So, okay. So what does leadership really mean? And I wanted to start inspiring you with a couple of quotes. And I found many, but some that really resonated are, if your actions inspire others to dream more. That's a big word. Again, leaders are not managers, managers are not necessarily leaders. And when we start thinking about leadership, it goes a lot more than just giving instructions and telling people what to do. It goes to inspire, and the word inspire is very big. So if you're leading someone, if you're directing people, even if it's just one person, um, inspiring people to dream, inspiring people to learn more, and inspiring people to do more and become more, then you are actually a leader. Ralph Waldo Emerson said this, and leaders are not leaders are leaders. They go in front. I mean, the word itself has a lot of implications. And do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. This speaks a lot to, if you're in a position of management or near management, middle management, or being considered um, for any type of leadership position, you are expected a lot more. There's a lot more expected from you than what is expected from any other person. And you are expected, and we'll talk about this, you are expected to make decisions, you are expected to take risks, you are expected to make a path. You are as good as the problems that you solve. And if you're not solving problems, then you're not being as good as you can be. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning, most likely somebody sees you. Maybe you have not seen this for yourself, but who put you in this position has a vision of you, or sees your potential in ways that you don't see it. And if you think about, now you're expected to lead, we are growing and we need leaders. So if you're expected to lead, we're going to start shaping your mindset and your framework and the way you think about. This is not me continuing to ask for instructions and let's ask, what shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? Instead, you are expected to tell them what to do, to come up with solutions, and to actually leave a trail. If you are going into a place for the first time where no one has been, well, you're going to make a trail. And being a leader means there are people following you. So you're expected to make a trail for others to follow you, instead of just asking someone, what shall I do? What shall I do? And the pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. You can be one of those, or you can be a leader and adjust the sails. I really like that. It speaks a lot about what we're going to be talking about and what the expectations are, or your takeaways from this. A good objective of a leadership is to help those who are doing poorly to do well, and to help those who are doing well to do even better. I think that is a key. That is one of the biggest keys. If you don't remember anything else today, and you are in charge of someone, that someone is going to be making lots of mistakes. And I'm sure you've had lots of experience with this. That person is actually, he may not be doing good. And we'll mention this going forward. But the idea of a leader is not to attack the person for what the person is doing, but to approach, I'm sorry, not to attack the person itself, but to try to correct what the person is doing. So it doesn't show good leadership if you're pulling people down and actually making them feel worse because they're not doing what you would do. They're not thinking as you would think. They're not acting like you would act. So our job as leaders is actually to shape their mindset and to make them think in a different way. If you achieve making somebody think differently, you will have influenced. So we're going to start talking about big words like influence and motivating and all this. So these are words that are not usually expected in just management. So let's dive right in.